welcome to Medieval Times. I'm Clovis, the head of the Frankish tribe in northern Gaul.
And I'm Frank from the powerful Germanic tribe in northern Gaul.
Today we will be celebrating Louis the Pious' birthday with an interview at 12.
And our special feature tonight will include an important interview with Circumference the Knight.
Now, earlier today we had a very exciting interview with Circumference the Knight. Isn't that right, Frank?
Yes, Clovis, and he gave us the inside look into being a knight under Charlemagne's reign.
I'm here today with Circumference tonight. How are you today, sir?
I'm so well. Thank you for having me.
Now, Circumference, please tell us about how you become a knight. Has it taken you very long to get to this point in your career?
Well, anyway, preparation begins at age 7, where we're left in the care of a more experienced knight, and then we become a page, where we study academics so we can develop mind and soul. And then we become a squire.
Oh wait, what is that?
Well, a squire is a knight's personal servant. During that time, their training intensifies.
What does your training consist of?
Our training consists of learning to fence, riding horses, and hunting.
Well, thank you for joining us. We were very delighted with your company.
You're very welcome.
Back to you, Clovis.
Circumference surely showed us what it was like to be one of the very brave heroes which serves our country today.
He also showed us what the knights do on their free time. Now to the interview.
Hi, Mr. Pius. Thank you for joining us on this monumental day, which is your 73rd birthday.
Why, of course, I'm glad to be here.
So let's get right into it. There's been recent news of drama going on in the Emperor household. Is that true?
I hate to say it, but it is true. With the death of my father, the empire has begun to disintegrate, and my sons are fighting over who will rule after I die.
That sounds stressful. Let's focus on your father, as he was an important part in rescuing Rome from the Lombards and starting the foundation of a strong European nation by dividing the empire into hundreds of counties and appointing counts in each district to maintain peace.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, my dad was great, but I remember the day when Pope Leo III crowned him the Roman Emperor, and it was on Christmas Day 800, I think. My whole family was really grateful, especially my stepmom, who was my real mom. I can't really remember because my dad has like way too many wives.
Wow, sounds exciting, like an exciting childhood. Now everyone here on the Medieval Times newscast knows you're a very educated man, thanks to your father. Tell us a little bit about the education system your father established before his death.
Of course, this is one of my father's greatest accomplishments. I know because he would talk about it every night at the dinner table. It was really through Elkin's education and help that my father's desire for better education really developed. Through him, churches began to make schools, and they taught priests and monks to be the teachers for those students. And then, of course, Charlemagne wrote the charter of education for the Middle Ages. Which really impressed me about my dad's work, though, was his ability to save our ancient manuscripts of the Bible and other really old, important works. And now monks are creating even more copies in the newly developed printing house.
That certainly is such an uplifting story in our history that everyone should know. It sounds like you and your father had a pretty good relationship then.
Yeah, we got along most days, but as days numbered, he didn't really leave me with much information on how to rule the empire, and so I'm not very proud of my dad for that.
Well, this all sounds like a very tasking business that we all think you can handle. Thank you for coming in today, and wish you a wonderful birthday once again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
This program is brought to you by the new and improved guillotine, approved by King Charlemagne.
For only 12 small payments of $300, you could buy your own guillotine, approved by King Charlemagne. Sever the heads of your enemies, family, and that annoying neighbor that keeps stealing your crops. Buy one today!
Now a message from Chivalry.
Oh, looks like she needs help. Let me get that for her.
Thank you.
Oh, let me help you. This looks like a lot of papers you dropped.
Yeah, man.
What are these for?
Church.
Oh, I like church.
Does anyone by chance have some toilet paper?
I have some toilet paper. Here you go.
Thank you.
leg. Let me help you.
Oh. Thank you, kind sir. Ow! Hey, you guys want to see me whip?
You're doing it all right.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Really, man?
There you have it. Chivalry is not dead. Now,
Wait! Breaking news! A battle is going on between Louis the Pois's sons. Now to Jessica, who's live from the scene.
I am here reporting live from this intense battle between Louis the Pious' sons fighting over the territory. It's between Charles the Bald, Louis the German, Lothar, and Pepin the First. It's an absolute disaster.
After years of battling, the brothers decided to meet in the city of Verdun. There, they agreed to separate the empire into 3 different kingdoms. Lothair, the oldest, however, kept the title as emperor and ruled the kingdoms between his other brothers. In other news, let's head to the jousting competition that took place earlier today. Woo!
I'm here today to see this competition for myself. Let's go see what the jousters are doing in preparation for this competition. So how are you feeling about this competition?
Well, it's going to be a tough one, but I know I've trained hard and I'll succeed.
Well, it sounds like you're ready to win.
Yep.
So tell me, Zeepat, how do you feel about your competition?
Oh, this is going to be an easy win.
Well, there you have it, folks. Now onto the joust.
well, that looked like an exciting joust. Now we head over to the church to meet up with the Pope and some church members. Good morning, church. Today we shall be talking about the Petrine theory. The Petrine theory states that Christ made Peter the first pope. We find this in Matthew 16:18-19. Christ gave him supreme authority over the church here on earth. Peter became the vicar, or substitute, of Christ on earth.
This church is the only stable thing in my life.
Before I joined the church, I was an addict, but the Pope's teachings really changed my life.
The church is like my second family. I don't know what I would do without it.
The Pope is so dope, man.
Zeepat, how do you feel about church?
Oh, I like church.
Same.
What a lovely church. Now for a story on the manor.
For those of you who don't know, the manor is the home for many people in the Western Europe. It is a center for medieval society, a self-contained farming community controlled by the lord and farmed by the peasants.
Because of declining trade, the manor is largely self-sufficient. Each usually has its own priest and skilled workers who make things like furniture, shoes, tools, and woven cloth. The laborers all produce their own food, build their own homes, and make their own clothing. Local shop manor.
Hey folks, did you know that all manors are not the same? Factors such as climate and soil influence how the townspeople live. Some are large estates, while others are small villages that cover only a few hundred acres. Isn't that neat?
Oh yes, the center of the typical manor is the village, which is usually near a stream or crossroads for easy access. Peasants live in small 1 or room cottages made of various materials such as dried mud and straw. Peasants have few pleasures and luxuries and meager furnishings. Each family has a small plot of land to grow vegetables and house livestock on.
While the villages may be the center of the manor, the Lord's residence and the village church are the real stars in the manor. The Lord's house usually sits on a hill and can range from a castle to a wooden house depending on the manor's status. There is also the church, which is not far from the Lord's residence and is the priest's home. The church is not only the center for worship, but it also hosts village meetings, court sessions, and social gatherings.
Have you heard about the new three-field system? It's much better than the old two-field system. The three-field system established a pattern of rotating planting among 3 fields. In the spring, the peasants field 1 field with barley, or oats, or beans. In the fall, they plant a second field of wheat or rye, and the third field remains uncultivated so that nutrients in the soil doesn't get depleted.
Wow, that sounds a lot better than the old system because it only allowed for 1 field to be planted while the other one wasn't. But the poor peasants sure have a lot of work to do. I'm glad I'm a free man. For you peasants who may not know what that is, a free man is a small percentage of people who serve as manorial officers or skilled laborers such as blacksmiths, millers, carpenters, and newscasters. Being a free man is a lot better than being a peasant or a serf.
The serfs are halfway between ancient slaves and medieval freemen. In return for the Lord's land and protection, the serfs do various services and payments. This is called a week work. They plow fields, sow and harvest crops, gather hay, care for livestock, and also pay him in produce.
But they don't have to work all the time, though. There are 2 holy days in the year, Easter and Christmas, when the townspeople have a 2-week celebration. There's also May Day in the spring and Harvest Day in the fall.
The manor life sure is interesting. Let's hear what the townspeople have to say.
What is your life like being a serf?
As a serf, I work a lot, but it helps provide for my family, so it's worth it.
How about you, Laura?
Being a serf every day is a very tasking job, but I get a great tan, and I have great muscles.
Speaking of getting a tan, it's time for you to come shovel the manure.
Okay.
Okay.
Today's program is brought to you by the Do Nothing Kings.
We support
medieval times.
Today was a good day for news.
Tune in tomorrow for Medieval Times.
Through. I knew you were gonna
Keep doing that! You can't stop!
I know. We are, unfortunately.
Can we do it with you?
No. Yes.
Hi, this is Miss Adele Keister from live from Rome. I don't know where you guys are.
You know, you can see it.
Yeah. That looks so great.
Someone
Can we please
Are you
put
getting
this?
this?
Can you see?
Hold on. Church is still uplifting, isn't it, honey? Yes, dear, of course.
Before I joined the church, I was an addict, but the Pope is cheap.
Cheatings.
Wait, why are you doing that? Because it's fun.
You've got to stop.
In position!
My crown look good?
No.
Sorry, I'm gonna back up. Zach, you need to give one or the other to someone else.
Well, there you have it, folks. You heard it here on the minute. Okay. Restart.
I'm starting puppies, I'm just gonna laugh. Gosh, it's stupid.
What about puppies that are stabbing you?